people who want to lose weight and people who want to take care of their back, if the whole of this band from here all the way around have to be worked together holistically. You cannot work on one and not the other one. And this Dhru yoga is very gentle. You don't need any experience to do yoga before, to do this one. You do it only as far as your body allows you today. And I put that emphasis on word today because you find that on some days you are more flexible than other days. So whatever your body allows you to do today, do it to that point. And other yoga series we do, sometimes we insist on alignment of the poses. So you have to do it this way. For this one, there is no wrong way to do it. So it's very important to know that there is no wrong way to do it because you cannot make a mistake that will hurt you. So do it as much as your body allows you today and you get the same benefit. If I tell you to touch your toes, which I'm not going to do by the way, but I'll just give an example. If I tell you to touch your toes, you find that the muscles engaged are here. So if you cannot reach your toe, you can reach here. It is the same muscles that are engaged. So you get the same benefits as that person who can touch his or her toes. As long as you go as far as your body allows you today, the same muscles are stretched. Most of yoga is static stretching, where unlike aerobics and gym where you keep moving in here, this one you gently move your body in a position and then hold it there for the body to stretch, for the muscles to stretch into that position. So most of yoga is static stretching. That's why once you go as far as your body allows you, the same muscles are stretched, the same muscles are exercised, and you get about the same benefits as someone who can reach the extreme. So do as far as you can, and up front, give yourself permission to skip any of the exercises you don't feel comfortable with. Before we start, give yourself that permission that if I don't feel comfortable with this one, I'll skip it and join the next one. Once you have that in your mind, then you find there's no pressure, especially since we're in our comfort, the comfort of our zone. We're not in the same studio where we're watching somebody saying what they're doing. No, you are on your own. Whatever you do is right. Okay, are we okay with that?
Yep.
Good. Okay. There's a fly coming at this now. What is it doing in my house? Okay. Okay, let's stand up. Let's stand up. And I hope you can see my feet. Can you see my feet? My legs? And my toes?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. Now notice how I'm standing. My feet are hip width apart. It's called a mountain pose. The width of my hips, that's why my feet are, the toes are pointing forward. Most of the time when we stand, we tend to stand with toes pointing to the side, but try and get it to point directly forward. Okay. Good. Okay, now that we start there, let's do some activation. In this Dhru sequence, they do some activation. Let's start by shaking our hands. Just your wrist and your fingers. Just shake them. Just start shaking them. Start with one hand first. Start with either right or left. Choose which one you want to start with. Like I said, no wrong way. Okay, now let's bring in the other one and start shaking the two of them. Start shaking them. Keep shaking. Okay, now let's go up to the shoulders. Just shake anyhow you feel comfortable shaking them. Do that as if you're walking, one going up and one going down. Or keep shaking the wrists and the fingers. Okay, now I don't know if you see people who are doing cross-country skiing, how their hands go up together and then come down. And when you come down, you bend. Like cross-country skiing. And when you come down, you breathe out. Okay, let's stop shaking the hands for now. Let's stop shaking the hands. Let's do the leg. Now remember in my welcome I say you can bring a chair or a wall. There's no wrong way. I want you to start shaking your leg. If you need to hold on to a chair or a wall to do that, just do that. Start shaking your feet, your foot, right one foot. Start shaking it. You can see mine, right? Let's swing up to the knee. Let's swing front and back. Swing it. And then let's get up to the hip. Roll it anyhow you feel comfortable. Move it around. Move it around. We want to activate the muscles of the legs before we start anything. Okay, put it down.
And the other leg. Again, start from the ankle and the toes. Shake the ankle and the toes. Hold on to something if you need that for balance. Then let's swing up to the knee. Let's get the knee swinging. And then come up to the hip. Anyhow you feel doing it. Just want to move that hip. Okay, good. Now let's stop. Let's do this. Tap, 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 tap. Just imagine some song playing in your mind. Play that song in your mind and do it as if you're dancing. Next time I'll try and get some bongo music or Sadebe High Life to do it too. Tap the knee with the hand or the other. Good. Okay, now let's stop. See, yoga is easy, right? We're doing yoga already without any difficulty. Now I'm going to roll my shoulder. I'm going to scoop something from the ground and scoop up. Rolling. Rolling. And breathe to the breathing. When you come down, you breathe out. 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 Always breathe to the mouth. Through the nose, sorry, not the mouth. Keep the mouth closed and breathe out through the nose. Keep rolling. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, swinging. Okay, bring your hand up to the mid back. Then up to the shoulder, tap the back of the shoulder. Okay, before we continue, let's take a break. Before we continue, let me explain to you what we are doing so that you can understand the logic. For most people who have back pain, in the past they used to tell them to go and have bed rest. The instruction has changed now. They say move it. Because the reason why the back pain is that something happened to the muscles there and they freeze. And then they remember that pain. So anytime you try to get them to do work, they freeze up. So what we're trying to do is to lure the muscles back into very simple movement for them to feel comfortable moving. So that they don't feel the muscles, just like human beings who are afraid of something happened to them, next time they see they run away. Want to lure the muscles in this area to feel comfortable participating in supporting the body with all the other muscles. So that's why you find all these simple movements we are doing, and eventually we're going to start adding more and more so that the muscles there will participate and therefore loosen up. Okay, now let's do still under. See how very gentle involvement on the back. So I'm taking my right hand and stretching across the shoulder to the left side and then the other side. And when I do that, I lift the heel of the other leg so that keep going. I'm doing it in such a way that you're involving the whole of this area in the movement. So to a bit of turning, you turn to do it. Okay, now let's do diagonally up to the ceiling. Diagonal up to the ceiling. And remember that turning so that we involve the whole of this place in the movement, but with no strain. Okay, now let's lean forward. Allow your feet to separate a little and lean forward and start pointing diagonally to the, across the diagonal to the floor, the other side. Lean forward, lean forward. Okay, now keep going a little forward. Each time keep going, still leaning forward more. Allow the knees to soften, allow the knees to bend anyhow you like, so that you can feel comfortable going down, still lower until you can tap on the floor. Tap on the floor just on the outside of the leg, which means that your knees have to be soft and even bend a little for you to be able to tap on the floor.
And when you tap on the floor, you raise the other hand. So when I tap on the floor, I raise this hand up, and I look up. I look up on that hand. You find that now the lower back is beginning to join in the action. As I turn and look that way, I'm involving my back in the movement. Okay, I'll look at you. Sometimes I'll stop and look and see what you're doing to make sure that we're still doing correctly. Okay, now let's start coming up. Start coming up. Start coming up. Start coming up. Good. You feel free, just shake yourself anyhow you feel to relax and relieve any tensions. Shake yourself anyhow. Good. Okay. Now the next one we're going to do is the earth sequence. Just imagine yourself being grounded to the earth. Because if you don't have that solid foundation, you need that foundation like the root of the tree to allow you to do other things you want to do. So we start with a sequence that allows us to ground ourselves to the earth. We'll start with that mountain pose where my feet are hip width apart, my knees are soft. Okay, now watch what I'm doing. I'm going to interlace my hands like this way, okay, and then put them down this way. Put it down so the elbows are down. Elbows are relaxed. No tension anywhere. I'm relaxed. Elbows are relaxed. Okay, now watch what I'm going to do. Follow me. As you breathe in, you bring the hands up this way to the shoulder level. Breathing in, and then turn them to face down, and then breathing out to push the hands down just in front of your hip. Okay, turn them to face up again. Breathing in, come up to the chest. Breathing out, turn and push down, as if you're pushing something down with the hands. Okay, come up again. Breathing in, remember to keep the knees soft. Breathing out, come down. Now this time I'm going to do something different. Now breathing in, push your hands out in front. Push your hand up, relax the knee. Breathing in until the hands come up. And then breathing out, release the hands and let them come down this way. Breathing out, come down. Good. Now breathing in, let's come up again to the chest. Now breathing out, turn and face down and push down. Then breathing in, push out in front and take it overhead. Breathing out, bring the hands down by the sides. Okay, good. Breathing in, come up again. In. Now we're full, and I'm breathing out. You come down, you soften the knees. And then breathing in, I come up. Hands over the head. I'm breathing out, I release them, and they come down. Good. Now we've got the basic. We're now going to try to do some extensions to it. So let's start breathing in, come up. Now breathing out as you come down, go into a half squat, as if you're sitting on an air chair. And then breathing in, you stand up as you take your hands up. Breathing out, you come down. You see how it's brought the lower back into the motion by that bend. Breathing in, come up. Breathing out, go into a half squat, sitting on a chair. Then breathing in, take the hands up and stand up fully. And then breathing out, let's come down. Now allow your feet to separate. Because we're going to go lower. Now we're going to go lower each time to get into a full squat. So find a position where you can get into a full squat without toppling over. Okay, let's start again. Breathing in, come up. Breathing out, squat lower than the last time. And then breathing in, you stand up and take your hands up. Breathing out, you drop your hands by the sides. Okay, again, breathing in, come up. Breathing out, come down, squat lower again than the last time. And then breathing in, you take your hands up and you stand. And breathing out, you drop your hands. Okay, this time, see if you can get to the lowest you can go. If you can get to a full squat, that's good. So check your leg position. Breathing in, come up.
Breathing out, go down to the lowest you can squat, full squat if possible. Then breathing in, come up, standing up. And breathing out, hands down. And when you squat, you can come on the balls of your feet or flat on your feet, whichever leg position is comfortable for you. Do that. Breathing in, up. Breathing out, squat to the lowest you can reach, either on your toes or flat on your feet, whichever is comfortable. And as you breathe in, you take your hands up this way, and then you stand with it. And as you breathe out, your hands go down. Let's come again. The last time before we change. We extend it. Breathing in again, hands up. Breathing out, now squat. Breathing in, take the hands up this way, and you stand with it. Breathing out, the hands go down. Good. Now we're going to extend, we're going to do sideways. So I'm going to do my leg, which will be your right. So I want to mirror. So put the left leg out. Oh, no, it's the right leg. Sorry, right leg out to this side. So you face the right leg pointing away. I'm facing you so that we'll mirror it. So this is my left, which will be your right, right? So you mirror what I'm doing. And then the other leg is pointing away. Check your position so that you don't want to be in a line, then the line cannot balance it. So just get a good position where you can stand. And then find the position of the right leg so that we're going to bend the right knee a little, but I want to bend it so that when I bend it, it comes directly over the ankle. I don't want it to go that way. I want it to be just directly over the ankle when I bend it a little. Okay, so I'm facing the right leg. Initially, the knees are straight, both knees are straight. Now put the hands, the same thing we did before. Breathing in, I bring the hands up there. Breathing out, as I push it down, I bend that knee so that the knee comes over the ankle and the hand goes down. And then breathing in, I take the hands up, keep the knee bent. I take the hands up, the knee remains bent. And then as I breathe out and drop the hand, I then straighten that knee and stand. Okay, good. Let's start again. Hands in position. Breathing in, the knees remain straight as I come up to chest level. Now, as I breathe out, I push the hand down, I bend the knee to come above the ankle, and the hand goes down. I keep the knee bent as I breathe in and take the hands up. And then as I breathe out and drop the hands, I then straighten that knee. One more time on that side before we check the other side. Okay, breathe in, come up. As you breathe out, you bend the right knee and drop the hands. Keep the knee bent as you breathe in, take the hands up. Then as you breathe out and drop the hands, you straighten the right knee. Good. Let's turn to the other side. Okay. Okay, this is now the left leg. Out. Bend the knee, make sure you can bend it above the knee. Check the position. Then now let's stand. Stand up, put the hands in position. Okay, breathing in, bring the hands up to chest level. Breathing out, bend the left knee to come over the ankle. Drop the hands down as you breathe out. Now as I breathe in, I take those hands up, keep the knee bent. And then as I breathe out, I drop the hands and straighten the knee. Good. Again, breathing in, the knee stays straight and the hand comes to shoulder level. As I breathe out, the knee bends forward just over the ankle. And as I breathe in, I keep the knee bent and take the hands up. Then as I breathe out and drop the hands, I straighten the left knee. One more time on this side. Breathing in, let's come up. Breathing out, bend the left knee, push the hands down. Breathing in, push the hands out, keep the knee bent. Breathing out, drop the hands and straighten the knee. We face forward, still keep the feet apart. We're going to do the same thing, but this time when we come down, we lean forward. So when we come down this way, we lean forward, and each time we keep leaning. Remember, the knee has to be soft in order for you to be able to lean forward comfortably. We don't want you to try to do that way. Keep the knee soft, and each time you come down, you lean forward until you get to the lowest where you can actually touch the floor. Bend the knee when you lean forward. Okay, start again this way. Okay, breathing in, let's come up. Breathing out, lean forward as you push down. Breathing in, remember to bend the knee and soften it so that you can come up as you take the hands up and stand. Breathing out, you drop the hands. Start again, breathing in, come up. Breathing out, you lean forward lower than the last time. Bend the knees a little to allow you to go lower. Then breathing in, take the hands up and stand. Breathing out, drop the hands. Start again. This time we lean lower than the last time. Breathing in, up. Breathing out, lean lower than the last time. Bend the knees to soften and let you go. And now breathing in, we'll come up. Breathing out, you drop the hands. This time go to the lowest you can reach. If you can touch the floor, that's good. If not, just go to the lowest you can reach. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, lean forward to the lowest you can go. If you can touch the floor, that's good. If not, just go as far as you can. Breathing in, we take the hands up, chest up, stand up. Breathing out, we drop the hands. One more time in that position. Breathing in, come up. Breathing out, the lowest you can go. Breathing in, stand up. Breathing out, drop your hands. Good. You find that this simple movement, you already find the breathing. There's already some effect on your breathing. Good. And that is the eighth sequence. Now we're going to do a series of moves that's called the energy block release. Different parts of the body sometimes have energy block in there. We'll try to release that energy. The first one we're going to do, let me stand sideways so you can see me. It's very simple. I'm going to just stand loose, my knees are relaxed, my elbows are relaxed, and then I'm going to start swaying, just like a reed in the wind, blowing, swaying. If I go forward as if I'm going to stop, like come back, I find there's a bit of a wave movement in the spine. Okay, so just start swaying front and back. You go as if you're going to topple, just don't go too much that you fall over. And you can see the gentle movement. It's trying to lure the back muscles. All the muscles, we tend to lure them into participating in our movements. Because sometimes you find that when you think you're not flexible, actually that the muscles are freezing and not wanting to do something. So this way we make the muscle feel, oh yeah, this is really easy. We can do it. They can do it. Okay, good. Now let's start rolling the hip in a circular motion. You can put the hands there, and then start moving the hips separately. Same relaxed movement. Move the hips in a circular motion. Good. Change direction, move in the right direction. Okay. Good. Now let's do figure 8. Let's move the hip in figure 8. Make them figure 8 with your hips. Okay, that's good. Now let's stop that and try something else. Like I told you before, just a very series of simple stretches. Now, put your hand this way and imagine you're turning a steering wheel. Imagine you're going to turn a steering wheel. That way. Okay, everybody can do that. Okay, good. Now, that's part of it. Now let me show you the full sequence. Put the left Let me mirror you. Put the right hand down and the left hand up. Okay, left hand up, right hand down. Now, as I inhale, I'm going to stretch the left hand. Inhale, stretch left hand up. Then as I exhale, I bend to the right. I bring the left hand towards the right side, feeling this place stretch. That's exhaling. And then as I inhale, I turn an imaginary steering wheel to change the hand position. That's inhaling. Then I exhale, then inhale and stretch up, and then exhale and turn that way. Then inhale, turn that steering wheel, change the hands, exhale. Then inhale, stretch up, and exhale, and feel the stretch that side. Inhale, turn the wheel, and change the hands over. Exhale, then inhale, stretch up, and exhale. Now you see that I'm saying that if you want to work on the tummy or on the abs, you have to work the whole of the band here. So we're stretching this side. Good. Inhale, turn the wheel, and change the hands over. Exhale, then inhale, stretch up, and exhale and stretch to that side. Good. Inhale, turn the wheel, change the hands, exhale, then inhale, stretch up, and exhale over. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, stretch up, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, stretch, and exhale. Last time on each side, inhale, exhale. Inhale up, and exhale, bend. Last one on the other side, inhale, exhale. Inhale, stretch, and exhale. Good. Now, bring the hands together, palm facing your face, elbows at shoulder level, and soft, relaxed. Knees are relaxed. Now, as I inhale, I'm going to stretch my hands up towards the ceiling. Let my fingers touch the ceiling. As I exhale, I bring them down, elbows down to shoulder level. Again, inhale, stretch your hands up, look at them. Exhale, bring the elbows back down to shoulder level. Inhale, stretch up. This time, come up on the balls of your feet or your toes. Stretch up. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, you lower your heels and bring the hands back down to shoulder level. Good. Inhale again. Come up on your toes and stretch up. Exhale, come down, elbows down to shoulder level. 2 more times. Inhale, up on your toes and stretch. Exhale, come down. The last time. Inhale, stretch up on your toes. Exhale, come down. Now put your hands this way. Clench, as you're going to clench it. Inhale, and then as you exhale, you explode them to the side. Exhale, that way. Throw everything out. Inhale, bring them back in. And exhale, you explode the fingers, stretch them out as you exhale. Come back, inhale, bring them back, curl the fingers together, and exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, bring them in, and exhale. The last one. Inhale, bring them in, and exhale. Now keep them there, and let's rotate the arms. Rotate the arms. Keep rotating them. Rotate the arms, and feel the stretching of the arms. Soften your knees. Keep rotating them at shoulder level for now. Keep them at shoulder level and rotate the arms. Good. Bring them down. Come down. Rotate them down. Down. Then come back up to shoulder level. Come back up. Take it up above your head. Keep rotation. Keep rotation. Good. Come back to shoulder level. Now we're going to do one hand at a time. I'm going to start from my right hand and then allow the wave to travel like a wave through my shoulder to the other hand, and I rotate the other one. So make it like a dance. You see, like moving, softening the knees and moving. So one hand, so imagine a wave traveling from the finger through this hand, through the chest to the other hand, and that. Okay? Play some music in your mind and keep dancing, turning your head to look at the hand that is rotating. And keep rotating and let the wave travel from the fingers, through the elbows, through the shoulders, across the chest to the other hand. And I'm turning my head with the movement, looking at the hand that is rotating, and dancing to some music that is playing in my head. One hand to the other one. Keep them going. No, one of each hand, as we can just from here to here to here to here. Good. That way. Yeah. 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 Okay. Good. Now let's relax. I'm sure your arms are beginning to feel that they've done some work. Your arms are feeling that already, right? Good. Let's shake them out before we continue. Okay, now we're going to do the shoulders and then the neck. And bring my hands up this way, my tips of the fingers to the shoulders. Good, the elbows are relaxed and soft. The knees are soft. Now, I'm going to take my elbows up this way, and then to the side and down. Okay, so the tip of the fingers remain here, they remain here, and then I lift, they remain touching the elbows, the shoulders, as the elbows go up against the ears and then go to this back and then come down. And I want to do it, keep the fingers there, don't let them leave the shoulders, keep them on the shoulders. I'll do it with the breathing, so as I breathe in, I take them up, open, then as I take them down, I breathe out. Keep them here. Don't let them go to the back of you. Let them stay here. Okay. Breathe in. Take up. Good. Keep them there, and then keep them there as you open the good. Now breathe out. Pull them down. Good. Keep them there. Keep it here. Touching the collarbone. Okay. Again. Good. Breathe in. Keep it touching the collarbone throughout. Breathe in. Keep it. No, don't take them up. Don't take them up. Let them stay on the collarbone. And then breathe out as you go down. Keep it here all through. Keep it here when you go that way. This is what we're doing. We're doing it slowly. Okay? Slowly. Okay? No, don't let the hand go there. Let them stay here. Here. Yeah. There, throughout. Okay? Breathe in. Good. Taking up. It still stays there. Good. And then open. Good. Breathing out. You go. And no, stay there, keep the hands, keep the fingers there, don't let them come out and out. Okay, let's change direction. Let's do it that way. Breathe in, go back, and then breathe out, come forward. Keep the fingers on the collarbone, don't go up to the head. The fingers remain here. Maybe I should come nearer to the camera so you can see me. Okay, watch my fingers, they stay here. Okay, as I breathe in, they go this way. You see, they remain there. Good, that's it. Okay, good. Now, when we're doing this one, when you breathe out, you round the back. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, now let's work on the neck. See, no part of the body is left untouched. We touch everything. The neck now. I'm going to stand sideways so you can see what I'm doing. Watch my chin. I'm going to stretch my neck out that way. So the chin is going horizontally, stretching the neck. And then I'm going to push my chin, not into the chest, but into the throat. I'm going to do this, push the chin into the throat. And then come up, and then do again, and come up. Okay, so let's do that. You're standing, relax knees, now lean your chin forward, and then Squeeze it into the throat, and then pull back and straighten the spine. And then push forward again, squeeze into the throat, pull back and straighten the spine. Sink forward one more time, into the throat and that. Good. You feel the neck straight already. Boom. Some more stretching for the neck. This time, I'm going to pretend that my right ear, I'm going to mirror you, so my left is your right side of you. I'm going to pretend that my right ear is going to lie against my right shoulder. I know that no matter what I do, it will not get there. Here's one thing, I don't want my shoulder to help it. I actually want my shoulder to make it go by moving away. So when my right ear goes towards my shoulder stays where it is. It doesn't make it easy for it. So I feel the stretch on the left side. And then I straighten up. And do it on the right side. This time, the left ear is going towards the left shoulder, but the shoulder is not coming to help it. The shoulder stays where it is or even goes away. And then comes back up. Good. Let's do it with the breathing. So you breathe in when you're up, you breathe out when you stretch. You breathe in up, you breathe out and stretch. You breathe in, head up, breathe out, stretch. Breathe in, up, breathe out, stretch. Breathe in, up, breathe out, stretch. In, up one more time, and out. Now let's do something different, still with the head and the neck. This time, when I breathe out here, then I roll the head across the chest onto the other side and come up, and then roll it back onto this one. Okay, so you start from the side and roll the head across the chest to the other side. And then roll across the chest back to starting point. One more time. Roll the head across the chest to that side and roll it across the head back like this. And the last one for the neck, I'm going to turn and look to my right, trying to bring the chin as if it's going to lie over the shoulder. It cannot get there, but that's where I'm going. So I don't want the shoulder to go over, I want the shoulder to stay where it is when my head turns to look that way. Breathing out. And then breathing in, I look to the front. Breathing out, I look to the other side. Breathing in, I look to the front. Breathing out, one side. Breathing in, out. Breathing out, that side. In, front. One more time on both sides. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Good. How are we doing? Thumbs up if you're still doing okay. Good. Okay, now we're going to try and twist the spine. Remember, we're trying to do gentle movements in this part of the body to get them to be part of moving. Move them so that they don't freeze and make us stiff. This one, bring your hands up as if they're resting on some soft foam or cushion. The elbows are soft, not rigid. Good. Now, I'll start by going to the right. Let's start on the right side. When I go this way, I let the fingers of the left hand travel up the right hand as I turn with it, up to the shoulder, and then back to front. And then this side, the other fingers of the right hand travel up the left arm to the shoulder and back to front. Okay. Now let's do it with breathing. Breathe in. As you go there, you breathe out when this finger starts traveling, and you finish breathing out here. Then you breathe in when you come back. See, breathing is very important for us in yoga. Breathe out, you travel the other side and turn. Breathing in, you come back. Notice that my knees are soft, allowing me to move gracefully. Breathing in, I come back. breathing out, breathing in, we'll come back, breathing out, breathing in, we'll come back, breathing out, breathing in, we'll come back. Now let's extend it a little, allow the feet to separate, to make it easy for me. Now this time, when I do this, I turn this leg out to allow me to turn more. I raise this heel to allow me to go as far as I can go now. And then when I breathe in, I bring the legs back to the position. Then as I breathe out, I turn that leg out and raise the other heel off the floor. And I breathe in, I come back to front. Okay, so let's continue. At your own pace, when you breathe out, you turn the leg out and you raise the heel of the back leg as you go there. And when you breathe in, you come back to front. When you breathe out, when you breathe in, come back to front. Now the next time you go to the right side, when you breathe out and go to the right side, let your right hand wind round, roll across the mid back and come to that side. And then when you breathe in, you come back this way. So when you now do that, do the same thing on the left side, so the hand now roll, winds itself to that place and comes back. Okay, so do that and wind the hand across the mid back and breathe in and wind the back and breathe in. Good.
That's actually golf.
Did you say something?
That's actually golf swing.
Okay, now this other one, we're going to work more directly on that part. Let me turn my back to start so you can see me. See my hands go and stay flat against my lower back or just above the pelvis. Fingers pointing down. Okay? Okay, now what I'm going to do, so I've shown you the back, I'm going to show you sideways so you can see what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do, I'm going to be leaning forward and standing up with my hands pressing there. But there's a very little catch, it's not just bending forward. When I bend forward, when I'm standing up, I start from the lowest bone here, which is the tailbone, I push it in first, and then I unwind the spine as a chain, one coming up until I come up to a standing position. Then when I go again, I start from here again, push this in and then unwind the spine. Let it travel like a wave up the spine. Yeah. Each time I go forward, I go a little lower than the last time. Each time I go forward, I go a little lower than the last time. So let's start here. First of all, stretch your spine and extend it. Inhale deeply. Then as you exhale, lean forward. Then as you start inhaling, you push the tailbone in and take one vertebra at a time until you stand up and stretch up again. Then exhale and lean forward. And then start pushing in again, unwinding the links of the spine as you stand. Exhale, come forward again, and then inhale, start unwinding, standing up. Good. Exhale, lean forward, and then push the tailbone in and start uncurling the spine. Okay, keep going. This time, remember, each time go a little lower than the last time. You may need to put your feet apart to allow you to go lower. Bend the knees. When you come forward, then straighten when you stand up. Okay, now you should go into your lowest, the lowest you can reach, go to the lowest you can reach and then stand up. One more time to that lowest you can reach, and this time when you come down, hold it down, stay down. You can raise your head and look at me, but stay down, stay down. Your hand is still there. Now release the hands and let the hands touch the floor. So bend your knees so you can touch the floor. Check your leg positions and your knee position, and I'm touching the floor now.
Then let me be like a dog wagging the tail. Move your body around. Move it around. And then let your body sway like a pendulum from left to right and right to left. Sway a few times. Okay, now let's turn to the right and turn the right leg out. Turn the right leg out. I'm still touching the floor. My knees are bent anyhow. I feel comfortable bending. Good. Now, raise your head up and inhale. As you exhale, you ease your tummy onto the thigh. Let your tummy go towards the thigh as you exhale. Now inhale, head up again. Look forward. Exhale and ease your tummy onto the thigh. Gently, very gently, go there. Inhale, head up one more time. Exhale. Good. Let's come back to the front. Turn back to the front. And again, sway like a pendulum. Side to side. And then turn to the left. Turn to the left. Your hands are down. Okay, head up. Inhale. As you exhale, you ease your tummy onto the thigh. Inhale, head up. Exhale, ease your tummy down. Inhale, head up one more time. And exhale. Come back to front. Come back to front. Good, your hands are still down. Check your leg position that you're solid. Now, when you inhale this time, squat. You can stay flat on your feet or on your toes, but let's squat and raise the head up as you inhale. Good. And exhale, you bring your head down and take your hips up towards the ceiling. Inhale, squat again, head up. Exhale, head down. Inhale, head up. If you feel comfortable, take your hands up. Good. Exhale, put your hands back down. Inhale, head up and hands up. Exhale, down. Now hold it down, hold it down. Hold it there and then gently unwind to a standing position. Very gently. Gently unwind to a standing position. Good. Move your feet. You feel that stretching your hip or your back. Just move yourself around anyhow you feel comfortable. Your arms, shake them out. Do whatever your body feels like doing to relieve whatever tension you feel. Good. Okay, now let's sit down. I'm going to move this out of the way. See how I'm sitting? My feet are flat, the knees bent. And then I'm going to, from there, go into a lying position. So I'm lying down on my back, but my legs are not straight. My legs are bent, so the soles are flat, and my knees are up. Okay. Now, before we start any stretching, let's massage the back to make it feel comfortable. So bring the knees in and wrap your arms anyhow you feel comfortable wrapping them around your knees and roll your knees from side to side. I want you to give your lower back a gentle massage. Roll from side to side. Give that lower back a gentle massage. And now let's do front and back. Front and back. Good. You want to massage your lower back. Now move your knee in a circle. Move your knee circular. You want to massage it. Go the other direction. Good. Now put the feet back down. Lower back is now ready to work with us. Okay.
Now, let's start. See my fingers, I'm going to put my fingers just above the pelvic, or the tummy, but just above the pelvic bone. Put it there. Okay. And I'm not pressing that, just there to guide me. I'm going to lift the tailbone, the last part of my spine, the tailbone there, I'm going to lift it off the floor, but keeping this part down. So my hand is just to guide me that only this tailbone is coming up. Okay, can you lift that? And then down. Let's try again. Inhaling, pull the tailbone up. And exhaling, let it come down to the floor. Inhaling, pull the tailbone up again. And notice as you pull it up, the middle of the back, this small of the back, it flattens against the floor. And I exhale and lower the tailbone. Now this time, I'm going to do the same thing, but this time my palms are going to be down. The same thing. Inhaling, pull the tailbone up, flatten the small of the back. Exhaling, I lower the tailbone. Again, inhaling, pull the tailbone up, and I go a little higher so that at least one vertebra comes up with it. Exhaling, we relax the back, let it come down in the reverse direction. The tailbone is the last to come down. Okay, inhale again, the tailbone comes up and continues going up, taking more of the spine with it. And then when I breathe out, I reverse direction, I let the chain of vertebra go down in reverse order until the tailbone comes down. Again, this time I go to the maximum I can go. Leave the tailbone and let it go up to the maximum it can go, taking more of the spine as much as possible. And then as you exhale, you start lowering the vertebra one at a time, the links of the spine coming down until the last one of the tailbone comes down. One more time. Inhale, start from the tailbone going up and taking the next vertebra, take the next vertebra and the next until it gets to the maximum. Now hold it there and breathe. Keep breathing. Keep the breathing going in and out. Hold it there and breathe. When you're ready to come down, we're going to do that on the out breath. Ready? Okay, now let's come down on the out breath. Good. Now we've done the bridge pose. Very simple. Okay, bring the legs up again. Bring the legs up again. And again, massage the back. Kind of a pause or a break between the stretches. Do front and back, do circle. Now hold the knees. Sorry? Okay. Now hold the knees that way, hold them. And now I'm going to put them back down and start moving them from side to side. Put the hands down, move them from side to side initially. Okay. When you get the movement we're doing, then put the hands out at shoulder level, the palms facing the ceiling. And continue to move the knees like a rag doll, moving side to side. Each time go a little further than the last time. Go a little further than the last time. Each time you go to each side. Moving sideways, to the left, to the right. Your arms are spread out like you're on a cross. Okay, the next time you come to the right, hold it there, hold it there, hold it there. And then just let it go. See how far that knee can go in the direction of the floor. Some people can touch the floor. That's okay for them. You don't have to if you cannot, but just go as far as you can in the direction of the floor. And hold it there. And feel the stretch. Enjoy the stretch on the left side of the lower back. As that right knee pushes forward. Enjoy that stretch on the left side of the lower back. Hold it there. And keep breathing. Use your breathing to relax that part. Good, now bring it back up to center. Good, roll again side to side. Going further each time. And then next time you get to the left, hold it there, and then go as far as you can on the left side, or as close to the floor as you can, depending on how you look at it. And enjoy the stretch in the right side of the lower back as you lie there with the left knee pushing in the direction of the floor. Some people can touch the floor, not everybody. Don't worry if you can't. But just enjoy that stretch. And gently bring it up. Good. We're still feeling good, right? Okay. Okay, I think that's what you can do on the back. Let's now turn and lie on the tummy for a few stretches on that side. Now I did say you can bring a pillow if you have one, or a small cushion. You don't have to. You can still do without the pillow, but for some people, they may find it more comfortable to put a pillow or a small cushion here when they lie on their tummy. But if you can lie without the pillow, that's fine. Just lie on your tummy. Okay. And then I'm going to put one palm on top of the other and make a pillow with it. And then I'm going to put my forehead on that pillow. But raise your head and look at me before we get into that. Look at me. See, my feet are straight, my legs are stretched out in front, behind me, sorry. Now I'm going to raise my right leg. Look at what I'm doing, and then put the toes down. So the left leg, the feet are still flat, but the right toes are now on the floor, and then I drop my right knee. Okay? So do that. So lift the right leg, point the toes in and put the toes on the floor, and then drop the knee there. And then keep your head, your forehead on the hands. As you breathe in, stretch your right leg so that the knee leaves the floor. Let the knee leave the floor, breathing in. As you breathe out, you relax that right leg so the knee falls back to the floor. Breathe in, stretch the knee off the floor. Breathe out, relax the right knee to the floor. Breathe in, stretch the right knee off the floor. Breathe out, relax the right knee to the floor. One more time. Breathe in, right knee off the floor. Breathe out, right knee down. Good. Now stretch out the right toes and then let's do the same thing with the left. So leave the left leg and put the toes down. Then relax the knee onto the floor. Okay? Now as you breathe in, stretch the left leg so the knee leaves the floor. Breathe out, relax the knee onto the floor. The toes remain on the floor throughout. Breathe in, stretch the left leg, knee off the floor. Breathe out, knee down. Breathe in, stretch the knee off the floor. Breathe out, the knee down. One more time. Breathe in, stretch the knee off the floor. And breathe out, down. What we've done is called the baby locust. For those of you who have done some yoga, we've done the locust pose. This is a very gentle version of the locust pose. Now let's do the Sphinx in stages. First, I'm going to stretch my hands out that way. Stretch your hands out in front and put the forehead down. The elbow starts on the floor. The hands are stretched out, the elbows are on the floor, and the forehead rests on the floor. Okay, listen to me. I know you can't see, but just listen to me. Now lift your head up, and as the head goes up, it takes the neck with it, and the elbows come off the floor. You press firmly on the palms as the elbows come off the floor, and then you try to stretch and lengthen your spine as you inhale deeply. And then when you exhale, you relax back to the floor. Let the elbows come down, the chest comes down, and the forehead goes down. Start again, inhale, lift your head, the head takes the neck, the elbows leave the floor, and you extend and lengthen your spine. As you inhale deeply and then exhaling, you lower the chest, you allow the elbow to come down and the forehead gets down. Good. Now draw your palms in to the top, just above the head, just to the top of the head. The elbows now push to the sides. And the forehead is still on the floor. Okay, ready? Okay, with that now, as you inhale, raise your head up again, and the head takes the neck takes the chest, but the elbows remain on the floor. As you lengthen the spine, as you inhale deeply, and when you exhale, you lower the chest and the forehead. Start again, raise the head up, inhaling, lifting the neck, lifting the chest, the elbows press down. Exhaling, we come down. Good, now we're going to do the Sphinx. Bring the hands back again inner. This time, let the thumb be at the level of the ears. Look at me. I'm going to bring the palms down so that the thumbs are at the level of the ears. And the elbows are to the sides. Okay. Good. The hand in position, elbows down. Now start again, inhaling, raise your head. The head takes the neck. Now roll the elbows to come in and be under the shoulders. And then use them to support and lengthen the spine as you inhale fully. And when you exhale, you start coming down and the elbows roll out of the way for the chest to come down. Start again, lift the head up, inhaling, head takes the neck, elbows roll in under the shoulders. They stay on the floor and now you lengthen this spine. And as you exhale, the elbows roll out of the way. Good. One more time, inhale, take the head up, head comes, take the neck, neck takes the chest, and elbows rolling under the shoulders. Now hold it there and breathe, in and out. Hold it there, keep lengthening the spine. See if you can make your spine stretch as you hold that position, keep breathing in and out. When you're ready to come down, you're going to come down on the out breath. So inhale, and then exhale and roll the shoulder, elbows out of the way for the body to come down. Good. Now let's push up into all fours for the cat stretch, the final stretch we're going to do. We want the wrist to be under the shoulders, and the knees to be under the hips. So each knee is under the hip. So this is the all fours. We're going to do the cat stretch, like a cat. Okay. Inhale in this neutral position. As you exhale, I want you to pull the middle of the back up towards the ceiling. Let it go up, and then the head is dropping. As the middle of the back is going up towards the ceiling, the tailbone is pushing in and your shoulders are rounded. As you exhale and stretch like a cat. Now inhaling, relax and come back to neutral position. The middle of the back drops a little sag in the back as you inhale. Exhale, let's start again. The middle of the back goes up, the tailbone pushes in, the shoulders round out, the neck, the head drops. The middle pulls to the ceiling. Exhale fully. Inhale. Come back to neutral position. Now move your body around anyhow you feel comfortable going, front and back. And then let's go back down and drop the forehead to the floor, wherever you feel comfortable dropping it. Some people will find it more comfortable to have a pillow or a cushion or something to put the forehead on, or to put the hand on top of it. However you feel comfortable. We want to adopt this position where the lower back is not doing any work. So the lower back is just neutral. So just find that position where the head is down and the lower back is not supporting anything. And just stay there in that relaxing position and breathe. So put your head down, put your hand this way or that way on the pillow, on the floor, anyhow. But we want to relieve the lower back of doing any work. And that's what the child's pose. So put your head down on the mat in front of you.
head down. If you want, you can support yourself on the pillow or even on a chair, but you want a position where that back is resting, not supporting anything. Okay? That way or that way. And just use your breathing to relax into that pose. Relax into that pose. Good. Okay, now you can get up from the pose. And now we can do the pose that everybody likes. Everybody who has done yoga thinks this is the most important pose. And that is the final relaxation. The final relaxation, before you go there, let me show you what we do. Different positions you can adopt. You can lie in what we call the corpse pose, which is lying on your back with feet a comfortable distance apart. But some people find it more comfortable when they put the feet down, like we did before, and that way. Others find it comfortable to have a pillow or a folded blanket under the small of the back. The palms. So find try all the position, even lying on your tummy is allowed, or sitting down. Just find the position that you feel more comfortable, that can stay up to 10 minutes in. We're going to do this relaxation for up to 10 minutes, about 10 minutes. So lie in that relaxation position, either on your back or on your tummy, or if it's on your back, either the feet stretched out or the soles of the feet on the floor. However you feel comfortable, adopt the position. And I will sit down so that I can guide the relaxation. I'm going to give instructions and try to listen to my voice and follow mentally what I'm saying so that we relax the body. That's what it is. It's the final relaxation. No yoga session is complete without this final relaxation. And most people find is the most useful part. And if it's cold where you are, you may want to get a light blanket and cover yourself, because whenever you relax, your body temperature drops. So if it's cold, cover yourself with a light blanket when you lie down for the relaxation. Okay, and when you're in that position, I'm going to talk to you, you listen to me, and let's go along and see how it goes. So allow your eyes to close gently. Notice that I said allow your eyes to close. I didn't say close your eyes. I said allow your eyes to close. Allow them to close gently. We are going to mentally scan the body. We're going to move our attention to different parts of the body. Let's move our attention to the toes. Focus completely on the toes. Nothing else matters except your toes. Now move your awareness from the toes over the feet to the ankles. And notice that as you do that, the toes and the feet relax. And now the ankles are relaxing. Now move your attention up the lower legs to the knees. Again, they relax. The muscles there. Check the sides and the back of the knees. Move up the thighs to the hips. Come to the lower abdomen and move up over the tummy to the upper abdomen. Now bring the attention to the navel and wrap around to the lower back, closing in from both sides to the middle. Now take it to the tip of the tailbone. From there, start moving up the spine, slowly. Going up, slowly up the spine, through the middle, we'll get to the upper back. And
focus on the shoulder blades. From the shoulder blades, go sideways into the armpits. Come down the sides, then go up the rib cage to the chest, closing in from both sides to the middle. Now go up the middle to the point between the breasts, sideways onto the breasts, then up to the shoulders, down the upper arms to the elbows, down the lower arms to the wrists, over the palms to the fingers, come to the tip of the fingers and then the back of the hands. Come up the arms through the wrists, elbows, shoulders, then to the back of the neck. Wrap around to the throat and come through the chin, the jaws and the lips to the cheeks and explore the face from there. Bring the attention to the tip of the nose and go over the bridge of the nose to the eyes and check the eyeballs, the eyelids and the eyebrows. Go over the forehead to the top of the head. And now the body is totally relaxed. Let's now put attention on the breathing. Focus completely on the breathing. Follow the breathing in and out. Feel the contact of each breath with the lining of the nostrils as it goes in and comes out. Keep following the breathing as it makes contact with the nostrils, going in and coming out. Keep the attention inside the nostrils, noticing when each breath goes in and comes out. And as you focus on the breathing becomes very relaxed and calm. Now move the attention from the nostrils down over the throat, over the navel, down to the pelvis, and go around to the back and move up the spine to the top of the head. Come down the front again, over the nose, the throat, the navel, down to the pelvis. This time as you go up the spine, draw in the breath, go up with the in-breath. Breathe in as you draw your attention from the pelvis on the back up to the top of the head along the spine. Then as you breathe out, come down the front. Follow the attention over the nose, throat, down to the pelvis. Start breathing in again up the spine and breathing out down the front. Keep flowing the breathing in a cyclic way, breathing in up the back and breathing out down the front. Keep that movement going. Keep following that with your mind, with your breathing, traveling up the spine and down the front with each breath. In breath up, out breath down. In breath up the back, out breath down the front. Now with the next out breath, let's change and move down the right leg. Out breath, down from the hip to the toes. In breath, up from the toes to the hip, the right leg. Out, down from the hip to the toes. In, up from the toes to the right hip. The next out breath, let's change to the left leg. Out from the left hip to the toes. In from the toes up to the left hip. The next out breath, let's change to the right arm. From the shoulders to the fingers on the out breath. Fingers to the right shoulder on the in breath. And the next out breath, let's go to the left arm. Out breath, shoulder to fingers. In breath, fingers to shoulder. Now bring your attention to the chest and notice the gentle movement of the chest with the breathing. Every time you breathe in, there's a very gentle rise of the chest. And when you breathe out, it falls. Now let your attention move from the chest to the shoulders. And then down to the elbows. Down to the wrists. Into the palms. And now bring your attention to the fingers. Wiggle your fingers gently. Wiggle your toes gently. Allow your arms and legs to start moving slowly, bringing life back to them. Allow your body, your spine, start moving yourself slowly, ever so gently, awakening all the muscles. Take your hands over your head very gently and give yourself a very gentle stretch. Now keep the eyes closed as you turn to the right side. Allow the knees to bend and push up quietly and sit in any pose you find comfortable. Anywhere you feel comfortable sitting down, maybe on a chair, but sit quietly, keeping the eyes closed. Just sit quietly. Mentally observe how relaxed your body is and how calm your mind is. Affirm to yourself that when you need to relax, you will have full control to bring yourself to this level of relaxation. When you've done that, put your palms on top of your head and start tapping your head slowly. Just tapping your head with both hands. Tap, 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 tap. Come down to the forehead. Tap, tap, tap. The cheeks. Tap, tap, tap. Come down. Tap the shoulders, the chest. Tap the chest slowly. Come down to the tummy. Tap. Go down to the thighs, to the knees. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, now put your palms over your face. Fingers in the hairline. Stroke your fingers down the face. And as they pass the eyes, allow the eyes to open. End the session. Om Shanti.